Have you ever driven past a lot of land and thought to yourself what it could be used for? Or you even ask yourself, maybe, what can you do with it? Now, when you transform raw land into something else, this is called land development. Whether it gets developed and cut into two lots, or you build a five-story high rise, the land has been developed and has gained value. Now, as a land developer and a commercial realtor, I work with investors, consultants, and different city inspectors to see how I could turn undeveloped land into the most profitable projects. Understanding the land development process is interesting to anybody interested in real estate or passive income. So let's cover two main points today. Number one is going to be the entitlement process and what goes into it. And number two is going to be why land is such a solid investment and easy ways to get into it. Now, what does land entitlement mean? Land entitlement is the process of turning raw land into something where it can be buildable. This includes engineering tests, architectural plans, permits, fees, and all different things just to get the project done. Now, all of these things have to get done to make sure that the land is buildable and that the plan is sound. Now, investors will pay top dollar for this because it will save them significant time when getting a project done. Now, personally, I just sold an entitled land to a developer, and they were happy to buy it. I was happy to sell it because they were able to save 2 years of dealing with city's officials and cutting through all of the red tape. Now, this may seem like a lot of work, but the most important thing to remember are these four words: highest and best use. You need to know what you could do with this land to get you the highest return on your investment. Now, let's say you own a 50,000 square foot of land. It would be a lot more valuable to put a 10-story apartment complex than to just put one single family home. Next, let's look at why land is such a good investment. Now, land is a finite resource, which means we're not going to get more of it. And between 2012 and 2022, land prices at the national level increased by 7.96% a year. So just owning the land itself will give you appreciation, which means your home will give the land will gain value without you doing anything. Now, an easy way to get into it is buying land and holding it. You can also deal with a developer and bring them in as a partner. Another thing you can do is invest in a real estate investment trust known as a REIT. You can work with a general partner to sign on to the project. Or lastly, you can put together a group and get a house done and sell it for profit. Now, land development isn't just about building, it's also about actually getting the project done so you can make the world a better place. Now, number one, we focus on the entitlement process and how to actually get it done. And number two, we looked at different ways for you to actually get into land development easily. Now, I know I asked you earlier, when you drive past a piece of land, what are your thoughts? And also, do you ever think about what you can do with it? Now, hopefully, after this speech, you'll think about that more. You'll actually have an idea of what you would like to do with a lot of land. Now, building isn't about building a building, it can easily be about building your financial future. This is one of the easiest ways to turn a profit without really doing much work if you don't want to. So, the next time you drive past a piece of land, I ask you to think about what you personally will do with it.